That's my story. You know, we all come from somewhere. Luckily, I come from nothing. And I'm grateful of that because coming from nothing made me who I am today. See, people don't understand that, but I'm gonna tell you my story. Coming up in this world, it ain't no sunshine. If you ain't got it, go and get it. Being broke is just a state of mind. Thought I had it all, lost it all, instead it ballin'. First $1 million blown, bill collectors calling me. Niggas turn their back, so when I'm calling, ain't no urgency. Life looking bad, I'm falling off, and it's emergency.
Welcome back to episode 2 of Trapped, the story of pressure. If you recall on the last episode, OG Pressure talks about life growing up during the crack era. He talked about being around the hustle as a kid and how it directly influenced him. But as always, being in the streets has no 401k or benefits, and he was able to see most of the ones he loved go off to prison.
To talk about when everybody went to prison, it was definitely a hard time for all of us, you know, to lose the people that you love, the people that you depend on, and especially like as a child, like losing your mother, that definitely weighs on you. You know, grandmama had went to prison. Like I say, my cousin had went to prison, so on and so forth. But then we didn't realize at that exact moment that they were also looking for our mother. So they were like, it seemed like it lasted forever. They was coming to the house, knocking on the door. And, you know, as a kid, you told basically to be like, oh, you know, she ain't here. You know, we ain't seen her. But finally, I guess they had obtained like a warrant or whatever they needed. So it was like, I remember somebody went to the door to basically do what you had been doing for like a whole summer, which is open the door, be like, hey, ain't nobody here or she ain't here. And they would go on about their business. But on this particular day, went to open the door and be like, she ain't, boom, snatched the door out your hand, came in. Of course, she was in the room sleep. So, of course, they went in there, they woke up, and I remember, you know, police, they done always kind of had that low-down mentality. I remember she was like, well, let me at least, you know, throw on some shoes and stuff, and one of the officers was like, okay, but it's always that other one that want to do something completely different. So when she was like, let me put on some shoes, he was like, okay. And so she got her shoes, and as she got ready to put them on, the other one tried to, you know, toss her or whatever. And that didn't end too well. Anybody that know my mama know, number one, she a fighter. Like, you know, she was always that ride or die for the other female cousins, you know, when they into it and stuff. That's who they call. Like thumping. Beating up boyfriends and all. So yeah, he tried to, you know, hip toss her, and that backfired, and she wound up knocking him unconscious. Boom. The other one that was in there that told her she get her shoes. He tried to, you know, do something. She wound up, boom, slammed him or whatever. So they wound up getting some backup and finally, you know, getting her subdued. But it would have went a whole lot easier had he just let her put her shoes on, seeing that she was complying and everything to begin with. Times definitely changed then. That was the last time I had seen my mother for the next 4 years. We didn't have anybody to take us back and forth to see her or, you know, anything of that nature. My dad, you know, he was a street dude, so he was always, you know, into the bikes and stuff. He was a president in a prominent motorcycle gang, you know, 1%er. So they was kind of doing their own thing. So it was like you didn't even see much of him, you know, around that time. You would have preferred to been over grandmama and them house, but it really wasn't much better because after grandmama had went off to prison, it had became, you know, just, you know, crazy. Like everything was being stolen. It wasn't bolted down. You know, lights was constantly off. So it definitely wasn't a place for kids either. But of course we, you know, as kids rather be there because number one, even though they lights may be off or whatever, granddaddy gonna keep some cash in your pocket and all of that versus being at home where there was never any food and you may not see, you know, daddy for 2, 3, 4 days, maybe a week straight. at a time, and there was never any food there. And I even remember, a certain instance where he had went out of town, and that Friday evening, my sister had called my grandfather to come get us. So my grandfather came and got us. We over there for the weekend doing our thing. And when he came to pick us up like that Sunday night, I remember basically we wound up getting a whooping. We got our ass whooping because in his exact words, if y'all was that hungry, y'all would have ate that bag of beans that was in the cabinet. That's the kind of stuff we had to deal with. When Mama would send letters to us from prison, all of our mail was being screened. We probably only got, 20, 30% of what was even being sent, because he would get the mail out the mailbox and wouldn't give it to us. And then, I remember one time my sister had wrote a letter to my mama basically saying everything that we had been going through, and they had got it out of the mailbox and read it and wound up getting a whooping for that. Like, it was very abusive. It was very, explosive. I don't think any kid should have to go through what we went through growing up, but it made us who we are today. It's a whole different generation. It definitely didn't create crybabies. It created I'm gonna go out, I'm gonna get it on my own. I don't have to depend on anybody. I don't have to ask anybody for anything type of mentality. I will sit and I will, struggle in silence before I ask anybody for anything. And that came from being that child who, it may not be no groceries in the house, but hell, I ain't gonna be the one to ask. I might get a beating for it, So, going through stuff like that all the time, definitely built my character. And of course, in the meantime, Granddaddy up and down the road, he never missed a visit. He literally went to go see Grandmama, every single weekend. That was one thing about them. So it was rough, man. It was hard. But at the same time, in that era, what I call basically the cocaine era, man, we lost so many family members. It was crazy.
Rocket City on the track.
Turn it up, my thoughts be too loud. Let it up, my swisher blow cloud. Pull it up and I'm sipping on numb now, yeah. I'm numb for the day. I'm numb for the day. Turn it up, my thoughts be too loud. Let it up, my swisher blow cloud. Pull it up and I'm sipping on numb now, yeah. I'm numb for the day. I'm numb for the day.
I just been working, deserving a break. Pour me a drink and take one to the face. Come from a city where drama is plenty. I did enough dirt, let me stay out the way. Shorty, she love me, I'm grabbing her waist. All my distractions get put in their place. Focus on loving, I'm dodging the hate. About to hop in the whip and pull off like a race. Yeah, lifestyle crazy. Light it up, let my eyes get hazy. Jet skis overseas, I'm wavy. All this money got this folk trying to frame me. When I start to get missing, I'm like a magician. I don't wanna talk, I won't listen. Only watching the diamonds, they glisten. Gotta pay me to get my attention. Pressure.
I'm numb for the day. I'm numb for the day. I'm numb for the day. Bump it a bump 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 it a bump 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 it a bump bump. I don't wanna be stressed, just wanna be blessed. Gin and juice in my cup. Here when I wake up. Good life, what's up? Good life, what's up? Bump it a bump bump. I don't wanna be stressed, just wanna be blessed. Gin and juice in my cup. Here when I wake up. Good life, what's up? Say good life, what's up? Said I know I'm crazy, just maybe. Money while I sleep, I'm just lazy. Said I know I'm crazy, just maybe. Money while I sleep, I'm just lazy. Said I know I'm crazy, just maybe. Money while I sleep, I'm just lazy. Yeah. Bumper the bump, bumper the bump, ooh yeah. Bumper the bump, bumper the bumper the bumper the bump, ooh yeah. Yeah, ooh yeah. I don't feel no pain, no pain, no pain, yeah, yeah. I don't wanna be stressed. Bumper the bumper, bumper the bumper, bumper the bumper. No, I'm crazy, just maybe. Money while I sleep, I'm just crazy. Money, no, I'm crazy, just maybe. Money while I sleep, I'm just lazy. Money, no, I'm crazy, just maybe.
So during all, I guess, the trying times, it was a bunch of craziness. I mean, you just about can imagine. I mean, you would go over grandmama and them house, of course, and even though it was chaos and it was craziness, you were free there. Granddaddy, he may be going to go see grandmama, so it would be like me and my sister, for a whole day, dang near. You got the house to yourself. Granddaddy then left y'all some money to go buy snacks and food and whatever. You hit the community store. You jump on your bikes, ride down to the store. It was definitely better than being at home. And then, of course, my sister had got to the point she just wasn't going to hide it no more. So she would go to school, and if they asked any questions, why is this, or why you ain't been here, or why, she would tell them like, shit, I ain't got no parents. So when they be like, oh, well, we need to have a conference with your parents, she'll be like, good luck. What's your parents' phone number? Well, go pay the bill first. Then maybe you can call them. She was very vocal and didn't care. She's always been the type that just don't care. Like, I mean, even when it came down to getting the hell beat out of her, she didn't care. Like, I was always the type, like, God damn, like, she wouldn't cry, wouldn't do none of that. Like, she could be getting the hell beat out of her, and she'd just be sitting there mean mugging her. Like, and I'm like, motherfucker, cry so they'll leave you alone. And whatever she got her ass whooping about. So if it was about leaving the house, guess what? As soon as they leave, she gonna leave right behind them. So it was just that was just a crazy time. She had started being very rebellious, and I remember, she had wound up getting pregnant, and then of course not long after she got pregnant, she wound up moving out, or getting kicked out, however you want to put it. But she wound up moving in over my grandparents. By this time, my grandmother had came home. It was like, everything had been restored. Like when she came back home, wasn't no BS no more as far as that go. It was food in the house. It was, it was back to the way it was supposed to be. Grandmama had mellowed all the way out. Like, there was no more alcohol or anything like that. She washed your clothes for you, everything you would expect from a grandmother. But my sister had moved over there, and it was her and my brother. My brother had already moved over there some years earlier because of, my dad and mom had got into it. He was, I guess, beating her up. Well, I ain't gonna guess. He was beating the hell out of her. And my brother tried to intervene and wound up allegedly catching one to the face. But, he didn't have any marks. And my dad always said, man, I'm a grown-ass man. If I hit him in his face, you gonna see it. So definitely, I tried to stay. I tried to do the right thing, but it wasn't there. It wasn't long thereafter that I had to catch flight too, and get me a taste of that freedom.
It was at this time OG Pressure realized it was no going back. Being out in the world, and we all know what happens when you finally get that shot of freedom. Nobody can tell you anything. Imagine being locked down, not going anywhere or doing much of anything for years, then boom. You discover marijuana and alcohol. You start having females around you. You are 14, but you have a car that will take you anywhere you can dream of. You make your attempt at bossing up the only way you know how.
Hey, all I got is one life, one chance, and one love. All
leaving our sisters hurt. Generational scars, homies locked behind the bars, so tired of hiding hurt. She flexing on Instagram, Snapchatting the pics for what they feel to the kids. It's the scars on the soul, run the heart that has a hole. Wonder why she's so hopeless, cause life is taking its toll. Looking for that one love, and her body is getting old. For the love of the world, these women are selling soul. It's all in the culture rejected too quick. When you find what you live, find what you live, ignoring the anxiety. Always make sure that I can see, believing all this energy. Only go to the greatness of walking from the stars, sailing into the heaven with the book and kiss bars. I'm rapping about their cars and all the drugs that they selling. They never talk about health. Knowledge is what the heavens be. Loving all these strange is happy to be decided. Never talking psychology. Have on the back on bottom, he don't leave it to the knowledge. In the city, I'ma keep them sleeping for the greatest. Always gonna keep it real, keeping all the consistency. So as you could imagine, with any freedom, with a life like that, shit got crazy. I mean, it was wild. So it was like, I moved in with my grandmother. I didn't even say nothing. I remember I called my granddaddy one evening when I got out of school, and we loaded up the car and basically took off. And yeah, after that right there, that's when I discovered, which it was a little while, but, my aunts, everybody tried to step in. They tried to intervene, help me out and everything. But I started drinking, smoking weed, and whew, man, the turn up is real. We was born hustlers regardless. So it was literally like it had gotten to a point. I remember a whole summer. There was a smoker in the neighborhood, and it was me and a couple of my cousins and their boyfriends and stuff who was basically renting their house from them because they had kids and stuff, but they was in the street, so it was like we was there, and we was getting high. We had a whole little situation set up to where, hey man, that cell yours, next cell mine. It wasn't no arguing, it wasn't no beefing, nothing like that. And that right there went on, like I say, for probably a whole year of being free, being basically like an adult. And then finally, sometime in is when Mama had got her release papers and had started to come home. So I remember I rode with my cousin to pick her up, and it had been so long, you think, since we had seen each other. Like I said, I was probably going on 11 when she left. So I'm 14, 15 by the time she get out. So of course, I done went through puberty and growth spurt, and so it was crazy because she walked up to my cousin and she was like, "Oh, that's your boyfriend that rode with you?" And she was like, "That ain't my damn boyfriend, that's your fucking son." Like, I didn't look, nothing like I had looked, and she didn't look nothing like she had looked. That's it was like, that long lost, somebody that's been adopted out almost, and then finally refinding their family. So that was kind of a joyous moment right there.
Even while shooting this documentary, OG Pressure is reminded of the day-to-day struggle. He received a phone call that he had lost a fellow Rocket City artist and brother Solo J. So let's take a second to remember him.
You talking to you? Oh, Lord. Oh, big man. Oh, catfish mouth. Take them shoes off. I bet you won't hold one of them shoes up in there. Pick your face up. I bet you won't hold one of them shoes up in there. He's talking about pick my face up. Pick one of them goddamn shoes up. What are those? Let me see them now. What are yours? Take them hoes off. You can't even get them off. You know them a bowler had a shoe had them on me tight. Oh, shit. Let me see, man. I know you love the style, baby. You bet I was getting some shots. You going to Atlanta like that, you bet I'm pulling to me just some gym shorts, some sweats and some slides. You down here think you goddamn fly. Man, finna put them on, finna fly away from your ass. They gonna fly. What the hell you think they gonna do to you? Man, why you ain't took them off? Jackie Joyner Kersey face. Hold up. Hold it up. Who? You went busy. Yeah, that one. Crusty clown.
content like a motherfucker.
I told you this how we can start a part-time documentary, just record everything.
Well, that's what I'm working on.
Record everything. And just if it's on the phone, we're gonna leave you the same record like that and mix it in with the actual, like with the real camera.
Yeah.
And they can connect
You say your strip name was? Boom Shaker. You say your name was? Bo Queen.
What was that bitch name a couple of years ago? Sharkeisha. She was whooping motherfuckers' ass.
Sharkeisha, no.
Yeah, that bitch was whooping motherfuckers' ass on camera.
You see,
I'm trying to run up some digits and get a little more. I fell out with my dog, we ain't talking no more. Oh God, with him trying to snatch your soul. I talk to God to lift up my soul. I'm a solid nigga, no flaw with me. They feel it, put a little cross in me. It's blood brothers to the death of me, cause they the only one who took a loss with me. Ain't no changing up and none with me. Forever me, you stuck with me. Had a menage at the double tree. So my game that we all gon' eat. Free the gang to the gang get free. We gon' stand on no loyalty. If you free with that, I pay with your life and expensive fee. It's your near some solid nigga. I'm really one of them. Don't try playing me pussy. I swear to God, I ain't one of them. These niggas got too many colors. I'm tryna back them like an Eminem. I treat the game like I'm kin to him. In a situation like a vent to him. I felt the same way about some flaw ones. Really showed me that I ain't shit to him. I had to fall back like fuck. I ain't the average nigga from the struggle. I'm still a solid nigga from the gutter. I got a stick and move with a cutter. I never change up on my brother. I got it forever, don't fold on each other. I was just down bad on my dick, but I had to get up. Don't move wrong, this a stick up. If you move wrong, you get lit up. I run with steppers for real, dog. Step out the back, you get knocked out. Little nigga, but I'm a big dog. I was just all on the wall, phone, and they ain't even answer my phone. I'm tryna run up some digits and get a little more. I fell out with my dog, we ain't talking no more. Oh God, with him tryna snatch your soul. I talk to God to lift up my soul. I'm a solid nigga, no flaw with me. They feel it, put a little cross in me. It's blood brothers to the death of me, cause they the only one who took a loss with me. Ain't no changing up and none with me. Forever me, you stuck with me. Had a menage at the double tree. So my game that we all gon' eat. Free the gang to the gang get free. We gon' stand on no loyalty. If you free with that, I pay with your life and expensive fee. In that altercation, I do not play with these niggas. I pull up and play with these pistols. Back to the base. If I fall back on my dick, but I don't wanna go back to prison. It ain't no minutes. I don't know shit about no letters, and they never send me no pictures. I clear the business. Got all my niggas forever. They know for a fact that I'm with them. Screaming free no real, jumping the wood. Know that I miss you. Know that I miss you. I just went and put a beam on that burner, so it ain't no missing. You know I ain't missing. Niggas be off and falling in they feelings. Just come pull up on me. I ain't with no diss. Niggas ain't switching for money. They rather settle for a chain. This shit get ridiculous. I do the more for a real. They don't know how to take a nigga, so they just have me seen. I keep it 100, so fuck how you feelin'. I had a passion for scheming. If I don't got it, I'ma take a nigga. She said she feel like she need me. She know that she can't replace a nigga. Whoa, Nunu got that shit for the low. Never lacking, I'm touching that pole. Say that they want it while we on the phone. I see him in public, he don't want no smoke. Wear my emotions all over my sleeves. However I'm feeling, I'm gon' let you know. I stand on loyalty, keep it 100 with people I love, all I know. Get to the money, I gotta stay focused. These niggas still at the bottom, they been at the bottom before I was chosen. We got them 30s and we got them choppers, a nigga pull up, we gon' smoke. Niggas be acting like they really with it, but really these niggas some jokers. Pull up at the drummer and bust your shit over. It be so many distractions, it's hard to stay focused. I got my family on my back, so I gotta stay focused. I put my team on my back, they keeping me focused. I gotta be here for scholars, so heaven be. If it ain't my brothers, I feel like fuck you little niggas, cause I do not fuck with you niggas. They ain't 100, cause they gon' fold under pressure, so I do not trust you little niggas. I want some money, if it ain't about the blue hunters, it ain't no discussion little nigga. They know I'm coming to see whatever they talking about, no it ain't none of me nigga. However we feelin', might shoot if you look. The young take my hit him, Lil Nunu might hit him. In the mission, we don't lead till we finish, so young ain't missing and Nunu ain't missing. Ammunition, everything got extensions, they talking about 30s, they don't got them 50s.
go, then they roll. Niggas be lacking, they send me, so gangsters be turning to bitch. Why all these trappers be trapping and snitching? Why all these rappers be acting like this how they living? This ain't how they living. Little brother, see a fin to the death of me, bitch, I'm committed. I ain't asking for no favors, I ready to get up and go get it. When it come down to them digits, this shit get ridiculous. It be so many distractions, it's hard to stay focused. I got my family on my back, so I gotta stay focused. I put my team on my back, they keeping me focused. I gotta be here for scholars, so heaven be keeping me focused. Keeping me focused.
Free my brother now, you know that I miss him. It ain't no miss.
We're sorry.
Even when you're leaving me behind, I'll stay down. I'll stay down. I'll stay down. I'll stay down. Even when you're leaving me behind, I'll stay down. I'll stay down.
Yeah, for all my people that we lost, I carry the cross. So every minute that I floss, I dedicate to y'all. To all my soldiers, man, it's hard to staying sober. Pour a shot into the soil, hoping that can hold you over to the next toast. And through your memories, we still close. Sometimes I still feel your presence and it's hard to cope. My day one, some left behind sons. Know that we gon' hold you down till that day the kingdom come. Some of us lost mothers, some of us lost fathers. The moments we need guidance hit harder. Friends out on the corner, on the swivel, only gotta move smarter. Every year we come together just to honor your aura. It's crazy. 1 minute you're here with us and then you're gone. The best way to share my feelings is to write a song. While I'm alive, we'll be showing you love. Take a quick moment of silence for the homies above. Yeah.
Even when you're leaving me behind, I'll stay down. I'll stay down. I'll stay down. I'll stay down. Even when you're leaving me behind, I'll stay down. I'll stay down.
Between the violence in the streets and the natural causes, we can't stop, somehow we gotta move forward. Just know I'm here with you. Some people suffered in silence and now they finally free. No matter what, I'm gonna stay silent as I can be. Your family is mine, that's why I'm on my grind. So when they need me, it ain't nothing to give them some time. I'm sticking to the code, even when the weather's cold. Man, I could never fold. We taking flowers to the grave, taking photos in your name, doing everything we can just to show you we remain. That'll never change. Just know I'm grateful for the time you was here. When I really think about it, I be shedding a tear. It's one life, one chance to get it right. And when it's said and done, we all standing in your light. Can't control when it's time to go, but we still gotta honor your soul. Fulfilling dreams on your behalf, standing 10 toes. Holding vigils with candles to let you know we care. And even those that ain't religious, join us in a prayer. Paying respects, your time on this earth was worth more than a check. We hold you down in the flesh, see the love is real. We gon' show up for you every year. Singing out into the heavens, hoping you can hear. To everybody that we lost, they were all special. So I had to let it be known that we'll never forget you.
Even when you're leaving me behind, I'll stay down. I'll stay down. I'll stay down.